right, let's get into Chuba.
The first time I saw his name, though, I really wanted it to be Chuba. Chuba+Hubbard. They missed an opportunity there.
All right, we got TCU here.
I really like Oklahoma State, though. Their offense, Van Gundy.
Van Gundy.
Here we go.
Mike Gundy.
He's a man. He's 40.
Oh, man.
Don't buffer on me.
Look at this.
What do you think this is?
Amateur hour.
What the hell? Da, da, da.
I'm going to be really interested to see how Tylan Wallace comes back. I'm really high on him.
All right.
See how he comes back from his injury in that offense.
Sorry, boys and girls.
You're okay.
Never talking to you again.
Just a pass. Oh, that was probably Tylan right there.
Good leg drive.
He got through.
Yep. So that's probably one of the better runs of him fighting a little bit. Can you go back just to the decision here? So.
Not a bad decision. I mean.
Nope.
He hit the hole. Got what he could. Fought for it.
It's a little messy in there.
So, yeah, he rushed for over 2,000 yards last year. Thought he was going to possibly get the Doak Walker Award. That went to Jonathan Taylor.
Mm.
But, I mean, he should absolutely tear up again this year.
For sure.
You're talking about a guy that can add some weight. Sorry, Jared.
No, go ahead.
I mean, 6'1", 207, 209, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
he could absolutely add another 10 pounds easy.
Man, he just goes, though, doesn't he?
Yeah. But I think
both of these guys.
I think Etienne gets through that.
Breaks the tackles of the safety there.
See, like right there, can you go back? That's a huge prime example. Go back to the very start of this. Right here, he's hesitating. He's got more hesitation to his game.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a good run.
I think he was letting it develop a little bit here. And then he hits it. But
we'll see too from the stuff I watched earlier. I had his vision rated much lower than Etienne's as well. We'll see about this game. I shouldn't say much lower, but it was lower.
Ooh. Give him the ball. What are you doing?
Posture asks this one, Garrett, if you want to start on this one and I can come in.
Sure.
Tips with identifying blocking schemes on the fly. Have trouble differentiating without replay or all 22.
Honestly, I have trouble with it as well. A lot of times, it's actually funny. I try to cover up some of my deficiencies with this, but this will be more of an honest moment. A lot of times, I have to go and prepare ahead of time and try to slow things down, watch for gap tendencies, zone tendencies. Now, a lot of teams will run both, but you'll see a lot more zone tendencies. But I have trouble with it as well at times. So it's difficult. So Nick, I'll let you take that away because I struggle with it at times as well.
Well, I think quickly we shouldn't be looking at plays on the fly. That's not how you can get a general idea of how good a player is by a highlight tape, I guess, if you want to, but that's not what it should be. I mean, we should be what we're doing right now, stopping, going step by step, seeing did this guy do the right thing. Right here, you can tell it's a pass because of the pad level of the right tackle. He's straight up and down. That's a pass, but going on the fly and going quickly, it's not as good. I think the one thing you look for in terms of identifying quickly if it's zone or gap, for me would be one, if there's no back in the backfield or 10 in the backfield, you're not going to get an ISO. And if you don't see a puller, generally a guard, but if you don't see a puller, then that's generally power, counter, trap. Then you're looking either inside or outside zone. But that's kind of an easy way, I think, to kind of look at it. And then you kind of see how they step. right? So zone, they're all stepping one way.
Mhm.
Outside zone, they're taking a huge step. I mean, you want to think of the 49ers in that game against Green Bay. They won going to the outside so much. So linemen are actually going to lose, half a yard to a yard, getting wide, and then trying to outflank the defense. So that's one thing. If they're moving laterally, you don't see one guy pulling. Those are kind of some big identifiers that I use.
Yeah, I thought you said that perfectly, Nick. And Paus is one of our Devy writers, so good to see you guys all in here. Phil too. Josh is in here. All the boys.
Well, this is. I mean, we were talking about before. Interesting to see how many people are going to be in here because this is the, you're the
Yeah, we
the
got over-
junkies now. You know what I mean?
Got over 30 people watching right now, which is what
Okay,
we're usually
go
around.
back here. This is one I don't like. Can you stop it?
Sorry.
Like right after he gets the handoff.
Yeah.
You're okay. This is the difference between an experienced and inexperienced runner, in my opinion. So this right here, this is zone. Everyone's going one way, okay, even though he's got the fullback leading. And he should be aiming point, I would say, would be B gap, front side A. Look, he's already cutting back. Now, I get that there could be a hole there, but he's not setting it up. And he should, I would think, push more before the cutback, because when you do that, the cutback's going to be much more downhill. And he's wasting some steps here, in my opinion. Look at that hesitation.
And there was no purpose for it.
Oh, no, a guy in the hole. Okay.
And that's the thing. Like, if you see a situation where, yeah, I'm getting nothing here, just lower your shoulder and go. There's no purpose. You're not setting anything up in that instance.
Good ball fake there.
I like that effort.
Look at his juice here, though.
I love that effort.
Look at him go. He's like, oh, I'm going to
So
catch up.
fast, man.
Yeah. Right now, he's just so much more an athlete than a football player for me.
I agree. I think he's gotten by out athleting everybody so far, so he hasn't had to adapt his game yet.
Oh, I see you.
I mean, not much to do here.
That's not his fault.
The guy beat him.
Yeah, this is.
77 got beat play side. You can't let that happen. So, like, I'm not going to discount him on that one. Like, that's not his fault.
Come on, Nick. Let him have it.
First time catching one of these. What is considered the main platform for the stream?
If you're watching it live, it would be Twitch. That would be our main platform. But we record all of these, and these all get ended up. We put all of them on YouTube after the fact. So sometimes it's a few days until they get up.
Well,
but they'll all go to YouTube after this.
we're actually live on YouTube right now too. We're live on.
Does it stay?
Yeah, it
Does the full-
stays. It's all on YouTube
okay.
too. So
So it's the cut-ups of the individuals that.
I would say
He's just crushing it.
at
Look
this
Jared.
point,
This guy.
our main platform is YouTube because we have almost 2,000 subscribers on there now, whereas Twitch we're at, I don't even know, 600. There's a lot of people.
Sure,
watching
I was
from
saying
Periscope,
it
too.
because this is, we're running it through Twitch. That's kind of how we got it going and started. But yeah, you're right. We have a much better following now on YouTube.
Yeah, this is on Facebook too. It's on our Facebook page. A lot of people are tuning in from Twitter right now, which is cool. And how we do that is we actually use a service called Restream. So, and in case anybody's curious, we use OBS Studio, which transmits to Restream, and Restream broadcasts it out to Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and whatever else platform we want to set up. So, in case anybody else wants to do this.
Jared puts in so many man hours into this stuff, guys, to make us look good. He's a beast. You are, man.
True.
Thanks.
With kids and a newborn. Like, it's insane. I don't know how you do it.
I just love it.
Yeah. But that's the thing is, I mean,
Yeah.
I make these publications. I mean,
Yep.
it's because I enjoy it. Like,
Look at
it's
that effort there.
a lot of time.
I know there was nothing there, but I still appreciate 1, 2, 3. Like he's still trying to make something out of it.
Yeah, broke a tackle there. That was tough. He had a jump cut, get skinny here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Up his shoulder to get
I will say he's looked a little better between the tackles this game than I remember my first time scouting him.
I know Ray, whom I respect a lot, is super high on Chuba. I think he's his RB1 in this class, so we gotta get him back on the stream.
Yeah, it was fun when we did that the first time.
Not natural catching the ball there. I think he took his
Yeah.
eyes off it. Watch.
And he hesitates.
Yeah. That was actually a knock when I was evaluating him for the 2020. Oh, he's gone.
Whoop, and there's the speed.
Wow.
That's all it takes, man.
Wow.
And you can always tell the sprinters, too, by the way they pick up their knees.
Although 12 was gaining some ground there. I gotta give respect where it's due.
Damn.
He is closing.
What
He's
I would,
closing, man. Look how close he gets at the end here.
he is.
He's, I mean, he
I
pulled up a
appreciate
little
that
bit there.
effort. I appreciate that.
So here's
Let's
the
look
problem
at that play.
with this play. Here's the problem that I don't like with people is they'll see this and be like, wow, look how great he is. This play only shows one, he was patient a little bit on the cutback and he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't show a lot. You know what I mean? Like that speed's great. How many times are you going to get that in the league? Not many. So I don't, like this doesn't excite me as much as some of the other runs where he avoids and cuts and gets skinny and gets through a hole and gets those dirty yards. That's the normal running back,
Yeah.
Or if he made a couple guys miss here, you know what I mean? Or something like that. But he ran fast in a straight line.
Yep.
He was fast. We knew that.
Appreciate you guys. Phil, appreciate you, Surface. Thanks for tuning in live. I think they're going to show a replay here.
Phil, wide open spaces. You a Dixie Chicks fan, Phil? I didn't know that.
Phil
I like country.
did a great
I
job
haven't heard
on
a
his,
Dixie Chicks reference in a long time.
Phil did a great job on his pre-draft ranks. This is his first year doing them, and he hit pretty well on what the NFL actually did. So, props
Yeah,
to
he
you,
did a good
man.
job. Yeah, Phil's one of our hardest working guys out there. He's always grinding, trying to find a new angle, something to write about. I appreciate his hustle.
Yeah, he's new to the Devy space, but he's getting his feet wet. We're setting up a
He ran over 30 there.
campus to Canton league right now. Nick, we need a couple more people. Gosh, come on,
Not enough money.
man.
Nick won't do it.
You know how many leagues?
He only plays if it's like $8.
We gotta get in the
$1,000
league
or more.
together, bro. And what's better than doing a campus to Canton league?
I joined like 4 quarantine leagues, we're going to call them.
To be fair to Nick, you did have an opportunity to be in a league with him, Jared.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. I know.
And now this episode's NFSW.
I don't care.
It's like right here, we talk about his power, but he gets downhill and runs over the linebacker there. Finishes the run. I'll give him that.
I'm more impressed than I remember. I will say that. And I gotta, we have to watch each time for its own thing. We can't just let our initial impression. So, yeah, I'm more impressed than I remember.
This is the Big 12.
Yeah, it is. I mean, to be fair, ETN was going against ACC, which really isn't
True.
much different.
That's a pretty good move right here.
I think
Doesn't keep his feet. But watch this. One-on-one a hole, sidestep. But I still want you to keep your feet. I mean, that's the difference between just a back and a good back,
there they are.
Look at that. So, do you think ETN, did he make the right call? Chuba, did he make the right call? Any of the other guys, do you think all of the guys that decided to go back, do you think that was the right decision for them?
Sitting
For
in
me, go ahead, Jared.
Sitting in my position, I'm always about coming out like if you can get second, first round draft capital, come out and get paid, man. Like, but that's not my decision to make. I think they both should have come out personally, but who am I to say, you know?
Well, as I talked about earlier, I mean, you know, there's benefits to both. And, you know, I think, you know, as I talked about earlier, I think that there's a life enjoyment piece that people forget about a lot.
I agree.
I think,
but you can enjoy your life making millions of dollars coming out in the first or second round too. Like, but
you can. I mean, would you rather win a national championship or go to Jacksonville and lose?
I'd rather go to Jacksonville and lose and make $1 million than.
I get that, but
he's already won a national championship, so
you're going to make $1 million next year.
Exactly.
And
but I mean,
most of those players live pretty good. I'm not going to say anything else.
There's been guys.
Most of those players live pretty good.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, he could. What if he tears his ACL in the playoffs, the college football playoffs, and he drops to the 5th round? You know.
I think most of them do have an insurance policy for that kind of stuff.
I don't think there's any way Travis Etienne drops to the 3rd round. I think he tears his ACL and still goes in the 2nd round.
No.
I think so too.
Really?
So I think that.
But I think we've always been higher on Etienne than you've been.
You lose a year.
Stiff arm.
Yeah, I think Etienne's the only one that probably should have come out. I think Najee has more to prove. Chuba has more to, you know, with his game. When you
I don't know that Najee has that much more to prove.
Picture how good this class would have been. These 3 guys in it too.
I think Najee has the chance to be the man next year. He was in the shadow of Tua and all the receivers, and now he can be the man. That's what I mean.
I get that, because I think the big thing that he really showed that I didn't know was that big of a strength was his receiving ability. He's a way better receiver than I gave him credit for, and I think he showed me a lot with that. I think, you know, I know people love Derrick Henry, but I think Najee is better than Derrick Henry.
It's like right here. This is just him not understanding football. The play's designed there, but 90 gets a huge jump off the line, and you can see that he has the leverage of beating the offensive tackle to the inside. He immediately needs to cut this back on the other side, and he doesn't. It gets tackled, gets a minimal gain. Cut back, and then you're one-on-one the hole with someone else, but it sure beats this.
Yeah,
I don't know
or
why
I
he does
was
this.
gonna say, like, the
Look
outside
away outside.
end. Yeah, the outside end loses contain. Like, he's cutting in right now.
Yeah, do something, man. It's just a poor decision.
Oh, that.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I ran it back. Figured you were gonna bring it up.
and so many times we saw Etienne make the good decision when that happened. That's the difference between these two.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference between being a running back and having good instincts versus hesitating being a good athlete.
Who was their quarterback?
That was nice.
Who's their quarterback?
Is it Cornelius?
I don't know.
Honestly, don't remember.
But he's fast as shit.
Is it Taylor Cornelius? I'll look it up.
Ooh, he heard footsteps there.
He's like, no, damn it.
Protect the ribs.
Don't throw that. I saw some of the YouTube comments were saying, like, you run it back way too much. All the stop-start drives me nuts. I'm like, dude, we're watching film here. Like, what do you think this is?
That's.
I don't know why I missed that. Cornelius was the year before.
Okay. Who is this?
Who is it?
So, Spencer Sanders.
Spencer
this past
Sanders.
year.
Yeah, Pals just said it in the chat.
No, sorry about that.
What are you sorry about?
You do this so many years, they just blend together, man. There's so many guys. I remember watching Dez at Oklahoma State. I'd be like, oh, you know, he's got some skills.
So what Ram player?
I thought you were about to say speed for a second. I was like, wait, what?
What Rams player does Chuba remind you of?
Oh
man,
the Rams comp of the week.
Probably Trunk candidate, to be honest. Come on, tell me you guys know who he is.
I have no clue.
I have no idea,
who that
dude.
is.
No
Not
idea.
the
Okay.
slightest clue.
You said name, and I was like, what the hell?
I want somebody in the chat that doesn't Google it quick to at least say, hey, they know who Trunk Candidate is.
Bro, we got to look up some Trunk Candidate highlights after this, if you don't mind.
Gosh.
Are we still in the first game here for Chuba?
We are.
So this is why he gets all these damn yards, dude. Look at this.
See ya.
I mean, not saying this isn't a skill, because he breaks the tackle here.
He does.
Arm tackle.
The Big 12 tackling is so bad.
Yeah. And having that speed is definitely an asset, of course. Like,
Oh, and he does the track.
The-
lean
yeah.
at the end.
Phil remembers Trung. Tom remembers Trung. Jaws remembers Trung.
Thank you.
Man.
You get
I have no clue
What
who
year?
that is.
well, he was a first round pick.
1841.
He was a first round pick from Mike Martz when he was running the big, greatest show on turf. They wanted to add more speed. They reached. They took him. He didn't turn out, but you want another guy. I mean, like a Michael Bennett. If you guys remember Michael Bennett,
Remember Michael Bennett?
Yeah,
man.
there's someone I'm familiar with.
Yeah, Wisconsin first round pick, but speed struggles a little bit with other parts of the game.
Yeah.
You could even say maybe even like a CJ Spiller as well.
Miller was
Tom said I'm
so much
also
more
49, so. Sorry, Nick's 50, so.
Yeah, man, I just aged really.
he's an old
well.
man at heart.
But I mean, I've been doing this for years, man. This is like my thing.
I know.
I'm not that much older than you guys. How old are you, Garrett?
29. I'll be 30 in June.
Okay.
I'm
Jared,
30.
what are
Next
you?
month.
30.
30, yeah. So I'm 5 years older than you guys.
I thought you were 40. Just kidding.
Oh,
Good run here. I mean, good job of seeing it.
He actually did a good job of approaching the line there and setting up 30.
yep. He cut it outside. Yep. Now do that more consistently this next year, then I'll be much more higher.
Here's a good look.
Here's a good look at it. Yep.
Got 6 men in the box.
So right here they're talking about
Set him up outside.
Yeah, good call, Garrett.
Good approach to the line.
inside zone right here. They're talking about reading this. You got two doubles at the line of scrimmage. They climb to the backer.
Mm-hmm. It was that step that he took
Yep.
called pressing it.
Mm-hmm.
Presses it outside, gets this linebacker to move, sets up his block, gives him the seam to hit.
Geez, they don't 50. They had trouble getting off on 90 there. It's a double team. They couldn't even get to the backer. Come on, boys. Couldn't get to him.
YouTube froze my stream.
How dare they? For a second, I didn't realize you froze this one intentionally. Like you paused. I was like, oh no, this one's froze too.
Let me see.
All right.
I can keep going. This is the end of this game.
This game's
All
over.
right.
Oh, he's jacked.
TCU.
I mean, I remember
Coward frogs.
TCU hurting Sam Bradford and breaking his collarbone. Watching college football and scouting.
All right, cool. They said it's back.
Good.
It could have been the restream service.
All right. Let's do one last quick one of Chuba here because we're already running kind of long.
What do you got to do?
Sleep.
Just kidding.
No, actually, I don't sleep. It's a myth.
Are we going to watch some Trump candidate?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Trump candidate. That's what I'm gonna watch. Right? That's his name. That is it?
Trung. G at the end. Trung.
I was just being funny.
Yeah,
Clearly didn't work.
Babies in this. See, like even like he doesn't turn and like be aggressive. He like turns and sees and then accelerates.
It's there's a little bit, not in the way that he plays the game, but some of the hesitation in the processing reminds me a little bit of Cam Akers.
More athlete than football player. I'm so proud of you. Look how much you've
Yeah.
grown with me over these.
Huh, that's
You
weird.
can tell he's just his athleticism makes up for it, but he's just a step slow in seeing a lot of it. And I think that's the thing that's going to hold him back. I will say, though, he has moved up for me in terms of his physicality is better than the first time when I watched it. I didn't notice it as much as I'm seeing it this time, or at least in the TCU game anyway.
Hold on, guys. I'm trying to respond to the YouTube crew. Let them know they can watch on Twitch, Periscope, or through our Facebook page.
All right, so I'll explain here. So Josh, real quick, Nick before you get out of here, explain the Erickson Threads Wisconsin ties. So you look behind me here, right? Autographed Alex Erickson jersey. So when I was in graduate school, I only had 2 classes one semester, so I decided to coach football again. And Darlington was a local high school by where I went to college for graduate school, and that's where Alex went to high school. So I got to coach him his senior year in high school. He's such a great kid. He's a small school state player of the year, but he's the only superstar, I guess I'll say, that was the hardest working player on the team that made everyone else do better. And then he walked on at Madison, special teams, part-time receiver, and then made it in the league. So, yeah, I'm super proud of him.
Good tough run here. He is a strong runner.
Although I'm not sure why he didn't try to cut this back inside there.
Because I don't think he has it in him to think about all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Because right there he could have easily set him up, and I think he would have beat that other safety.
Yep.
Ooh, dropsies.
Come on. Michael Irvin would say what? Come on, man.
Come on, man. Isn't that more Randy?
Oh, it is Randy. I'm sorry. Why did I say Michael Irvin? Do you guys see, isn't CD going to be 88?
Yeah, I did see that.
That's awesome.
Is he? You see Tua is going to be number 1?
That's sweet, too.
No.
Yeah. I like it. I was always in
I
number
just like
7.
receivers that are in the 80s.
Big hole here.
But.
The parting of the Red Sea.
But what does he do here, though? He presses the hole prior to this, which makes that hole even bigger. He makes 23 flow. He makes this safety that's flying down flow and then cuts it back. So here's a good play.
Yo.
Man, we're having all kinds of trouble, it looks like, based on the chat.
Yeah.
We can shut it down, boys, if we want. This is pretty late, actually.
Yeah, not sure what's going on. It looks like the TCU game is showing right now, which is odd.
All right.
Hold on here. Man. Frustrating, dude. Technology, man.
It looks like Twitch is working again.
No, let me explain. OBS software that we streamed through was using the wrong window and wasn't showing the game. So we were talking and they weren't seeing anything.
Got it.
Sorry, everybody. That's my bad.
Oh, don't look at that pass, pro. Or that catch. What a terrible play all the way around.
Can't win them all.
Because the cut block. That was a duck. What's going on with this offense? It just bad all the way around.
We'll go through this one a little quicker. They got a new quarterback in, or is this the same guy?
I think this is a different quarterback.
It's not Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler.
You guys think Spencer Rattler's going to be good?
I think he's got a lot of hype right now. We just need to see. This is the one that we saw before. So this is the play you guys didn't see where he presses the hole and then cuts back and sets up the second level. This is the advanced running. This is being a running back and not an athlete. That's a better play than that one he hit and it was wide open and scores an 80-yard touchdown,
Absolutely.
in my opinion. Ooh, patient.
Little halfback screen.
Patient on that route. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. I wish I had like a soundboard and I could just play that.
Presses. That's okay.
That was good patience there.
Yep. That one's okay.
Yeah. He saw this linebacker.
Dang it! I'm gonna have to move him ahead of Kylan, aren't I? Gosh darn it!
You're gonna drop Kylan down so far by the time the draft's here.
How are you gonna have Kylan?
I like Kylan's tape. He would have been like RB like 10 in this class for me, but still, I liked Kylan.
I know.
See, and that's
You're
the
allowed
thing.
to like your guys.
You have to define it. You were like all over DJ Dallas, who's a nice kid. We interviewed him, but like you have to like define. I like him, but he's like RB13. Okay, then we don't have to debate this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when he first came out, we were like, "Oh, I love DJ Dallas's film. Watch the Miami game." So I watched him. Like, okay, like he had like 2 good plays. Like,
It's love relative to.
but you have to define it.
Fine. I have to define our love, Nick. Whatever.
You know one thing that drives me nuts when people
Don't make me
say
define my love.
elite or great all the time. I was like, man, there's only so many people that are elite and great.
Yeah.
You know,
I almost never use that term.
I used
Drives me
elite
nuts.
in this past draft class, I think twice. Ruggs' speed, Clyde Edwards-Helaire pass catching ability.
That's fair. I'm fine with it.
And his
I like-
elusiveness is like right on the fringe of that.
I think his elusiveness is there, and I think that DeAndre Swift's pressure cutter dead leg is there.
Yeah.
I think Nick's hair is probably there as well.
I need another haircut. I was trying to get.
Dude, I need a
one.
haircut
Oh,
so
don't
bad.
even. There's a reason I'm rocking the hat.
I'm gonna get one for next week. I'll rock out the flow because it'll look good again.
Wow, I see Nate down here saying P Ryan over Dallas. You used to be a truther with me, Nate. I don't know what happened to you.
All the respect, Nate.
I don't know what happened to you, man.
I like LaMichael in his landing spot.
I actually do like LaMichael too, but
Yo,
can't
Nate,
put him.
you got to do
I'm
the.
brand there, bro. Come on.
We're doing a campus to Canton league. A bunch of the guys.
He's recruiting.
You got to do one. You got to do it with us. Nick, we need you to be the 12th.
Oh, you're gonna make it sound like you invited him. I literally texted you about that 20 minutes ago, and now it was Jared's idea that you get invited.
No,
What's the buy-in?
$50.
$800.
No.
You gotta.
All right, high roller.
There's so many $50 leagues and I just don't care about them.
Well, it's with us, and it's a campus to Canton league. Like, show us your stuff, Mr. Devy. What you got, bro? You washed
know
up.
about
Mr. Devy.
Washed up.
Do you feel the peer pressure, Nick?
The
Not
more
at all.
I talk
I'm-
shit, the closer I'm getting you to join.
No, the more I'm just like, I'm good.
All right, we don't want you.
Ooh, that was good. He read that one finally. He didn't run into that
Invite
block
revoked.
with the 96 shot to gap.
Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today in the restream chat. That's cool. We've never seen that before.
Oh boy.
What
I mean, at
happened?
least he read this blitzer off the edge quickly,
Fumbled.
but man.
It's the second fumble this game. Both were recovered by Oklahoma State.
This
Oh.
is like a dead giveaway they're going to run, though. They have that trip so close to the outside of the hash.
What up, J Mike?
Oh, man. I like J Mike.
Yeah, we had a little technical difficulty a little early in on this game, but it didn't last that long.
It wasn't Garrett or my fault. Just saying.
For the record, Nick and I were good.
Jay Rich is
I'm
in here
kidding.
too. Shaboy.
Is he?
Yeah,
It's not an S. It's a CH.
it's Shaboy.
Cha.
Shaboy. Whatever. Fuck you. Oh, sorry.
Wow, the second one.
Hey, I already
tonight.
dropped
man.
one earlier, so
My goodness.
Man.
listen.
Jeez Louise.
All right, come on. Get some carries here. Let's see. I like these sets when they have the 2 fullbacks or 2 tight ends.
You like the full house?
It's hard because you can go any direction with it as a coach.
J
We
Mike
had a
said,
team that we played in high school that ran a triple option from that, and
Yep.
the quarterback would literally just spin, and
Yep.
it was so difficult to defend as a linebacker.
Yeah, always
he was a
blame the
really good
quarterback.
athlete.
It's Wackerly's fault, of course.
So like this one's not bad. I know he's hesitating a bunch, but like there's a big mess in there, and he read the block correctly. Wow, look at that one.
Direct snap.
Ooh, that's a good cut there. Cuts off of 76 pulling.
Yeah.
Reads that. Cuts inside of there. Kenneth Murray got him, but still, it's a good play.
Yeah. I thought he could have broke that actually.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that chop block there.
Yeah,
He was coming in hot.
that's something that a lot of people say about him is he's a terrible pass blocker.
Well, there's plenty of bad ones to go around for him, but I had no problem with that one.
Can we stop real quick and say happy anniversary to Phil and his wife? That's pretty sweet, man.
Oh, it's their anniversary tonight?
That's
Respect,
right. I saw
man.
that in Slack earlier. Congratulations, Phil.
She
That
better be
takes-
asleep, though, and you better not be on here while she's awake.
How many years?
On your anniversary?
Hey, that's dedication, bro.
It takes a lot of communication and work, man.
He's
That's
streaming it up on the
relationships.
TV. He's like, we got our wine. We got our film nerds. We're good.
Man, what
If his
this was like-
wife watches Film Nerds, she's officially my favorite wife outside of my own.
A little bit of Chuba tape might give you a Chuba.
You've been listening to Rich Dotson a little too much. That was a Rich Dotson.
Hey,
right
man,
there.
it popped in my head. I had to say it.
There's just not much here he can do, right? I mean, this is
No.
zone.
Oklahoma's doing a good job collapsing.
Yeah, that's not a lot he can do there. But that's when he needed to get. Here it's 4th and 1.
Yeah,
It's too much hesitation.
too much dancing.
On 4th and 1. And he fumbled again?
She's awake. She heard. 3 years. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
It'll be 3 years this year for my wife and I, too.
You've only been married 3 years, Jarek? Man, that
I think.
talk about feeling old. That makes me feel old.
Well,
We're
I'm
going
older
on.
than
We're
you.
going on 8, bro.
Oh. Well, shit.
You're
I
22?
think it's 3.
Huh?
22 when you got married?
I just turned 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, this is not a bad run. Patient. Made one cut back.
No, I
another
just turned
spot on one.
22. Yeah, I just turned 22.
Chuba's
That's not a bad
good.
run.
I do that for every prospect that I'm like, oh, they're good.
Oh, he's good.
He's good.
Oh wow, what a rollout here. Quarterback, what are you doing, man?
This is clearly not the same quarterback.
That's Jay.
One guy was a
Wack,
fantastic athlete.
Jay
The other
Wack in
guy's
high
this
school.
one.
Running all over.
That was not fast.
But I feel like he's like Tommy Maddox out here.
What? Who you're pulling out guys?
Hey, there was a season that Tommy Maddox was the hotness.
No. Oh, are you gonna do it? Yeah. There it is. Look, there's highlights.
Madden.
Longest run in 2003 was 38 yards.
Inside the 20-yard line this year.
Why is that titled like that?
Is that,
Oh,
is
boy.
that Matt Hasselbeck at quarterback?
Behind him. Motion on the near side. He'll hand the ball off. Here's candidate out across the tail.
Okay, a little Chuba here.
See? Am I wrong?
Number 32, look.
45-yard line and out of bounds at the 47. Longest run of the year. Gotta be. Yes, it is.
Good job, Trung.
40-yard run. That's the longest of the year.
What do you think?
What a name. I've never heard of anyone in the history of my life named Trung.
J.
Jay
Mike.
Mike.
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. You got it.
For us, it was definitely ETN. We like Chuba, and actually, after watching these couple games, my opinion has improved of him. I do think he's a tougher runner than I had originally given him credit for, but I don't think that he's nearly as good at processing the game as ETN is. And I think ETN, although Chuba is faster, I do think ETN has better acceleration than Chuba does, which I think is actually on the low much more important going to the NFL level.
Little Trey Lance love in here. I love
I see
it.
the only one with a picture.
I got to get the rest of them updated.
Oh, okay. I was like, is he the only one worthy of
Nah, I won't get him in
I'll
there.
say this. I think the hype's getting a little out of control, though.
Let's wait till you see mine. Oh, 7.
Oh, moving on.
Oh, I do have Najee over Chuba still. See,
It's out of
to
control.
the side.
I like me some Tamori and Terry too. I can't wait to watch him.
Yeah, I
Stayed
love
up
Terry.
for the trunket. Nice. Yeah, I also have ETN well over Chuba.
What up,
I have
Shaq?
Najee over him too.
Yeah, so ETN over Chuba for all three of us, I believe.